The world has never been louder. Notifications ping. Opinions flood our screens. Expectations pile up. And in the middle of it all, there is a quiet voice inside of you. A voice older than fear, wiser than doubt. Your inner wisdom. But here's the problem. Most of us can't hear it. We're so distracted, so consumed by noise, that we forget the one voice that can actually guide us. Today, we explore how to rediscover that voice. Through the wisdom of the ancients, through practices you can apply every day, and through stories that remind us. Peace is not found out there. It is found within. Think about the times you ignored your gut, the times you followed the crowd, even though something inside whispered no. Maybe it was a relationship you stayed in too long, a job you knew wasn't right, a decision you made because everyone else said it was safe. What happened? Stress, regret, a sense of betrayal, not from others, but from yourself. The ancients understood this pain. Seneca warned, "We suffer more from imagination than from reality." And Epictetus reminded his students, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When we ignore our inner wisdom, we become slaves to noise. But when we listen, we reclaim freedom. Lesson 1. Mindfulness, creating space for wisdom. The Stoics practiced stillness. They rose early, sat in silence, and examined their thoughts. Marcus Aurelius wrote his meditations not for the world, but for himself, to quiet the storm inside his own mind. Modern life rarely gives us the stillness, but you can create it. Start with just 5 minutes a day. No phone, no music, just breath. At first, your thoughts will scatter. Lists, worries, regrets. But if you stay, something shifts. The noise settles, and your inner voice, the one drowned out by distraction, grows clearer. This is mindfulness, and it is the first step to hearing wisdom. It clears the fog, so you can see the answers already inside you. Seneca wrote letters to himself, dissecting his choices and correcting his flaws. Marcus reflected on his duties, his fears, his failures. Why? Because writing is a mirror. It reveals patterns we miss in the blur of daily life. Try it. Write down the thoughts that loop in your head. Write your fears, your hopes, the questions that keep you awake. Soon, you'll notice clarity emerging. You'll see what really matters and what doesn't. Lesson 3. Nature, returning to what is real. The ancients lived closer to nature. They drew lessons from rivers, mountains, and seasons. Lao Tzu wrote, "Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished." In heartbreak, in stress, in confusion, step outside. Walk without headphones. Sit under a tree. Watch the sky. Nature is patient. It is unhurried. It does not demand or judge. And in that simplicity, your mind quiets. Think of a river meeting a rock. It doesn't fight. It flows around. So too should you when life places obstacles in your path. Nature teaches us what inner wisdom already knows. Resistance multiplies suffering, but flow creates peace. Lesson 4. A personal story of listening to the inner voice. I once faced a decision that split me in two. On one side, the safe path, the one everyone told me to take. On the other, an uncertain road, risky, unclear, but one my gut kept whispering toward. I did what the Stoics would have done. I paused. I wrote in my journal. I took long walks in silence. And slowly, clarity arrived. It wasn't the easy choice, but it was the right one. Looking back, I see it clearly. That was not chance, not luck. That was inner wisdom, speaking, and for once, I listened. That choice shaped everything that followed. Lesson 5. Building trust in yourself. Here's the truth. Inner wisdom doesn't shout. It whispers. To hear it, you must build trust with yourself. Every time you ignore it, the voice grows faint. Every time you honor it, the voice grows stronger. It might feel uncomfortable at first, especially when others disagree. But Stoicism teaches us the crowd's approval is fleeting. Self-respect is permanent. So, practice listening. Trust your gut in small things, then in larger choices. With time, you'll discover that you had the answers all along. When you begin to trust your inner wisdom, something shifts. Decisions grow clearer. Stress decreases. Confidence returns. You stop chasing every opinion. You stop fearing every failure. You live aligned with your values, with your goals, with your true self. And in that alignment, you find freedom. Your inner wisdom is not a luxury. It is a compass, a guide, a source of strength. In a world that demands louder voices, the real power lies in listening deeper. So let me ask you, when was the last time you silenced the noise and followed your own inner wisdom? Share your story in the comments. Your reflection may be the light someone else needs. And remember, wisdom is not found out there. It is found within.